Hey everyone, Sarah here. So I'm here to set up my weekly planner, and I thought this week we could do like a deep dive into how I use my weekly spread. So what am I talking about, right? So this puppy, oh, I love it when first day of the month starts on a Monday. Oh, it's like a sign. So let me zoom in a bit here so you can see what I'm doing. So what I'm talking about is I want to really understand this like hourly, vertical, weekly view. So I wanted to do a deep dive about that in my kind of weekly plan with me here. So I'm going to get into it. And you guys know that I really just set up I'm going to use a pen only as well, that I really am like really project focused and project based planning, if you will. So I'm just going to use my sidebar. So check out the last week's video if you didn't see it, where I really kind of did a deep dive on how I use my sidebar. So I'm just going to get into doing my sidebar, and we'll get into the weekly spread in a moment. Alrighty, so we're getting into it. So I did my sidebar, so my goals for the week, what I'm focusing on for my CI project, my PlantheGrind stuff, my family stuff, and my work stuff. So here I'm breaking up my days. So start work at 8, end at 5. Someday I'll remember that it's 17. So simple. Okay, so let's see. So my work schedule. Now I'm actually traveling, so I'm going to be doing site visits this week and actually traveling. So these 2 days is like travel days. So I have cleared my calendar. So when I travel, I'm not actually sitting at the site just in meetings with other people. So I did clear the calendar there, which I think is important. So I'm just going to put my agenda here for the site. So it's going to be tour, 2022 strategy sessions, KPIs, huddle boards, and it's really just meet and greet, and then actually more here to lean focus. All right, so that's really what I'm going to do there. And then my flight is actually at what time? So my flight is at 3. So I'm basically leaving because I know there's a long drive to the airport. So that is that for those 2 days. And yep, then let's see, Wednesday, I actually have a doctor's appointment.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane, and as the light...
Okay, so now those are my meetings, but I see that I have some blocks of time available to me, and that's why I like this hourly session. So basically, Monday through Thursday really, is just kind of blocked off. I do have a 1 hour block of time free this morning, which is actually more like 30 minutes because I do my morning routine for the first 30 minutes. But I need to look at what I have available for free time. So it looks like a half an hour. I have like roughly an hour, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours free next week. So I have 7 hours free, which sounds crazy, but I'm doing a lot in these other days. So I'm not too worried about it because I'm starting a new job, and that's really the focus is here. But now that mindset, the fact that I can see these 7 free hours is really going to drive my focus on what I have to get done here. So basically I'm using this hourly view to see how I'm going to get my goals done. And that's why I love this view, because I have blocks free. I can visually see the blocks of free time. So it's like three blocks basically. All right, so now that's my work. So now how am I going to fit in my time for my continuous improvement project? So if you don't know, on my Patreon, we do our CI project where we work on goals to, work towards our word of the year, and we just make small progress over time, and we break those projects down into small chunks. So anyhow, how am I going to fit in my CI project that I want to focus on, my Plan the Grind, and my family stuff here? So I'm going to go into my next free time, my next section, and I'm going to look at my family time. So I'm actually away this night, so I'm not going to be home, and I'm not going to get home. I'm probably going to get home pretty late here. So actually my flight is actually, that's right, actually. So here I need to focus on like some family time because I will have not seen them for a few days so I want to focus on a family dinner. So that's really what I'm going to schedule in here, which it's obviously not going to be a family dinner for 2 hours because that's just not how we are. But I want to focus on family there. And then now I'm looking, what do I have for work, for Plan the Grind? What do I have for free time? So I'm going to focus probably my lunch hour on some Plan the Grind stuff here. And then I'll do some Plan the Grind stuff probably around here. So to kind of reach my goals for that. And then I also, and then my workout plan. So my 90-day plan. So at the beginning of October, I set up a 90-day plan. So how am I going to fit in some of the goals that I set there? Well, I have some time after work. So I'm going to schedule in some walks here. And I know there'll be some here, but it's just less scheduled time. Okay. And yeah, so I got that. My rower I still need to. I'm just going to put kind of a to-do list together on my weekend because my weekends aren't really time-based. It's just more of a to-do list. So on a row, and then PTG stuff. Yeah, so that's really how I'm going to schedule in those other goals. In my gratitude, the sticky notes, so all I want to do is make sure that I do a gratitude sticky note each day of the week. So that's going to be a to-do. So that's going to go down in my top 3s. So now I use the weekly section because I'm sleeping down here. I'm not awake. So that's just empty space in my mind. So my top 3 is going to be gratitude. And then gratitude. And luckily I can take that on the road with me. And then I know that there's soccer at some point here. I don't know the exact time, but again, I don't really have a set schedule on Saturday and Sunday. So I use it loosely just to kind of relax, leisure, enjoy free time, practice self-care. So soccer at some point. So I'm not going to put those in there. But really that's how I use my kind of the hourly spread. And now I want to go in and also identify how many free hours I have to myself. So basically 7 to 8, and I've been kind of changing this a little bit because I haven't been getting up as early as I used to. And then these are free hours. And this is going to be commuting, so that I'm not going to, because that's all going to be driving from airports and stuff. But this is all free hours. So, I mean, it's always like, I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to do this, but I do have time. That's kind of what I like about this. So if I'm looking at it, I'm not going to color in all the weekends, but if I count how many free hours I have, now that I see how my work is going to unfold, I see how my projects and my goals are going to unfold. Now I want to see what's left for available hours. So I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5. And then this is a little bit less, but because I'm traveling. So I'm just going to put this as just the 2 here. So we'll put a 5 up here. We have 2 here. And then what do I got here? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of free hours. What else? 1, 2, so 6 over here again. 6 over here again. And then from here, I just have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Like 15, so 15, so 15. So I have 30 hours to work on things that I want to work on, the want to do's rather than the have to do's, right? So that's why I really love this weekly spread. I now see that I have 5 available free hours. Now I'm going to be away. So this is like Sarah time hours where I'm probably just going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired from traveling. So probably just rest. I'm not expecting too much of myself there. And then this is just going to be traveling crazy, but I am going to prioritize my family because I'm coming back from traveling. So obviously dinner, kind of check in with them, go see what they're doing, bother them in their rooms. And then here I have 6 hours available. So I am going to leverage my lunchtime hour so I can do some walks with my friends if they're available, and then some PlantheGrind stuff here. So I have 6 hours to do all those things. I'm not going to book all 6 hours because that's just craziness, but I do want to at least use some of those 6 hours to work towards my goals or my want to do's, and then, you know, continuing on. And then I have 15 free hours on the weekends, which are not going to be stacked with, you know, goals. They're basically, it's just showing me that, hey, you have 15 hours today. Can you squeeze in 30 minutes for working out? Can you squeeze in an hour for some of your goals or your budgets or whatever, cleaning, anything you want? But it's really just to show me what I have available to me, so I don't feel so like I never have time to do anything I want. So it's just a mental thing, I guess, for me. But that's why I love this hourly, weekly spread, because it shows you the blocks of time that you're booked, that you don't have available to really do the things you love or want to do. Maybe it is. Maybe hopefully you're some of the people that are doing what they love. But I really love it because it just shows you how the week is unfolding, what you need to work towards, and then what you have free to work on what you want. So that's how I use my weekly, hourly spreads. And yeah, so let me know what you think in the comments. How do you guys use the weekly spreads? Is there anything that you picked up from this video that you can incorporate? So thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.